Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. First down, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 78 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. the shotgun. It's Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Flushed out right. He finds Ajayi. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Latavius Murray, 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 62 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, Justin?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. To eat this one as down he goes. Linval Joseph in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Completes it to Ajayi. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Hey, you know, switching gears for a second, we were talking before the broadcast about the 0-3 teams who might have the best chance to turn their season around right now. You got the Bengals, Browns, Chargers, Giants, and 49ers. Who do you think out of that group?
I'm going to go with the New York Giants. They play in a very tough division, as we well know. But the way the offense came alive in the 4th quarter against Philadelphia, if that continues to ascend, they have an excellent defense, supreme confidence, because remember, they went to the playoffs last season.
Right.
They think they can get back there with a quarterback who's done it at a big-time level before, in Eli Manning. So I would pick the Giants #1 to turn things around. But I keep an eye on the San Francisco 49ers. To me, that they are a team that's going to continue to improve throughout the year. The record...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray as the first half is winding down. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Big hold of the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Okay, let's get a shout-out real quick in here while we got a second. Jake Elliott, rookie, Memphis, 61-yard field goal to lift the Eagles to victory. Man, that was impressive.
How about that? Only his 2nd game with the Eagles. He'd been drafted by Cincinnati and was actually on their practice squad. Caleb Sturgis gets hurt for the Eagles. They take Elliott off the practice squad late in the week, right before the week 2 game at Kansas City. He shows up, and I asked the special teams coach, I said, well, what do you tell him? What do you talk to him? He said, I don't do anything. I just stay out of the way, let him kick, and ascertain from there. Looks like that strategy paid off really well for the Eagles with that 61-yard game winner in week 3.
Meanwhile, all the Giants fans just turned off their gaming systems. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, that play gives us a quick breather here. I want to look ahead to week 4 of the NFL season. Carolina at New England. I'm curious if the Panthers can break out of a little funk they're in.
A little bit of a clunker at home against New Orleans. Many thought they would win that one. They're trying to get Cam Newton going. And of course, he's got to go take on Tom Terrific in the New England Patriots right there in their home turf. How about Detroit at Minnesota? A big NFC North battle. Both teams 2-1 in the early going. That seems to be an excellent matchup. And flipping over to the AFC. Tennessee at Houston, a monster AFC South game here in the early going.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Donnie Jones now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sherrills to return it. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over. Here, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Shifts free at the 15. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 55 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, now he bowls him over. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out.
Ojai hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Wentz to throw on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Fresh set of downs here. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph from 17 yards out. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And they'll start out with great field.